Good morning. Yesterday was an interesting day. The day before, kind of, I cooked with a little bit of butter, but I didn't add butter to anything to my food. I think I'm starting to realize now that I've got a good idea on where my fat and my protein will come from, and I won't even really have to put butter in my food anymore. It's getting to the point now where the detoxing effect of not having the oils and sweeteners and just a variety of different products is not even bothering me. It's to the point where I'm okay with having just the types of things that I have every day now, and my body's okay with it. My body almost says that's exactly what it wants. When I was at the store last night, the gentleman in front of me had pulled the Diet Pepsi out of the machine, and it fell to the bottom and it rolled right over to me, and I went to go, not the machine, the cooler thing. He pulled the Diet Pepsi out and dropped it, and it rolled across the floor right to my feet, almost as if it was trying to tell me, drink me, drink me, drink me. But I quickly realized right away. I picked it up and I gave it back to the guy, and I said, I think I'll grab a bottle of water. And I didn't think twice. I didn't hesitate. I didn't need it. I think there's something to a very minimalistic approach to nutrition and eating. If you can find a select few things that work for you, and it doesn't cause you to gain weight, and it only causes you to get better, I think you're a winner. I think at that point, you've succeeded in trying to find your little niche in getting healthy. I'm loving it. I'm sad to say that it took me so long to realize that having the oils and stuff in my diet necessarily wasn't the best thing, but it worked at the time. It helped me start the healing process. But now I'm starting to see that, of course, the mainstream keto doctors and stuff that we follow are going to be for that, because they know it's going to help people achieve their weight loss goals by having it in. But the one thing I think is not talked about is the fact that eventually you don't even need that, and you can learn to get it just from food in general, because that's the whole point. The whole point is to get your nutrition from food. And if I can put a whole piece of food in my mouth that has my protein and my fat and everything already attached to it, I won't have to add oils and things like that to my food. I can just keep it very minimal, and my body doesn't have to wonder where its next bulletproof coffee is coming from, or where the next fat bomb, or the next time I'm going to whip up something where I have to add 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil to it, or my jug of mayonnaise. I'm not consuming any of that. My body's okay with it. My body is realizing that water, which I've been craving like crazy since the no oils, no sweeteners, no junk, no nothing, just whole food. My body is loving water right now like it's never loved water, and I'm craving sodium like you wouldn't believe, and it just seems like so natural. What's going on right now in my body is so natural that I really love it. In my gym, my performance in the gym, my focus at work, way better. My sleep is better. Just dealing with people in general it's just a better situation. I don't know what it is, other than all I can think of is just the body. Your body is, when you consume tons of products that have 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, sometimes 30 different types of ingredients in it, in my opinion, there is some, like a database that gets built up. It's over time you consume certain products, and you put you put it into your body over and over and over again, you're going to get some kind of trace buildup of stuff. You're going to have some kind of effect of consuming something with products, especially ones that are not natural, over and over and over again. It's going to happen. It's a given. I just don't think it makes any other sense than making sense that you have products with tons of ingredients and you're going to eventually get some kind of side effect. And as I've said before, the government doesn't have any kind of long-term studies that follow somebody for 10, 15, 20 years to see what something does to it. They want to know, if you consume that right now, will it kill you? Will it make you sick? Will something, to that effect happen right now, short term? No, it won't. Then it should be okay to put on the market, because long term, we don't know what happens, but we don't have that kind of funding yet. We don't have that kind of time. And would it even be feasible for a study to be conducted so closely into watching somebody's health and weekly, if not monthly, checking lipid profiles and lab panels and stuff like that, just to see how something is affecting somebody? No, it wouldn't. They want to know what happens now, not tomorrow, not next year, but now. If I eat this right now, am I okay? Yeah, sure I am. Somebody posted, one of the admin posted a lawsuit against Croix, the sparkling water. Somebody's trying to sue them because there's like linolene and linolac or whatever, some kind of chemicals that you can find in roach pesticide or something like that. And here's the thing: these products got to get put on the market to begin with. They get inspected to begin with. There's so much out there that that's in our food that we eat because of the ingredients that's in it, and people choose to continue doing it because it's supposed to be healthy. I love LaCroix. I love sparkling water. It's what helps me with my fixation of my diet sodas. If I can just have the LaCroix, just block the flavor out of it, or out of my mind, and just drink it and then try to enjoy it, I end up getting the same sensation almost of having the diet soda. Mine is carbonated. I love carbonated. And, the people that responded were like, oh my God, it's bad for you. I can't believe that. I have to stop drinking LaCroix. Or, they were shocked. Well, I'm not shocked. Look at this stuff. It's in the cereal that you feed your food. There was a guy on YouTube that kind of made himself well known from his little video that everybody was sharing. Trisodium phosphate. It's the same stuff that's in cereal. It's the same stuff that's in paint thinner. People still feed that stuff to their kids. They've been feeding that stuff to their kids for years. And then if you look at the back of different types of food colorings and food flavorings, propylene glycol, it's the same stabilizer that's in antifreeze. Look at in the vapes that people use. People use the vaping smoke. The smokers use to recover from smoking. Propylene glycol. It's a carrier. It's a stabilizer in the fluid that's there. It helps carry the product for it to be atomized or vaporized. So it's the same stuff that's in our products that we use is in chemicals in the automotive industry. It's not common for it to end up in the food that you actually eat, especially if it's not a whole food. It's going to end up in your food in some way, shape, or form. I mean, but what I don't get is everybody causes a fuss about it, and they think they're all of a sudden they're shocked. They're shocked by this. And then they say, the FDA has found LaCroix, at fault for this. And I get to thinking to myself, wait a second. The FDA has found them at fault, and they're getting sued. And what I don't get is why all of a sudden you put your time into them now. You never put your time into them before. The FDA was thought of to be the enemy. The AHA, the American Heart Association, was thought of to be the enemy. The American Diabetes Association was thought of to be the enemy. The government was thought of to be the enemy with their regulations. But now all of a sudden, you want to put your effort and time into in believing that the FDA has found something in a product that people have been consuming without being sick. I mean, so far, and now all of a sudden we want to praise them and we want to say, oh yeah, good job, stand behind them. Why do we put our regard in companies and organizations when it only fits our agenda? Why is that the only time that we put our regard in something that we talk so badly about and we don't stand behind in general, but then when they do something that fits your agenda, you want to stand behind them? Does that make any sense? No, it's, to me, honestly, it should be in or out, and that's simply it. Why would I want to stand behind a company that has put out tons of false information to begin with, and then when they put something out that fits what I believe, all of a sudden I'm for them? That's kind of like being two-faced. I'm not going to put my time into something like that. It doesn't make any sense. If the FDA is off my list, they're off my list. If the AHA is off my list, they're off my list. The same with the American Diabetes Association, off my list. These are the same people that are still saying consume 250 grams of carbohydrate per day if you have heart conditions and diabetes, which is a load of crack. You cannot heal like that. It's just another way for them to keep you on some kind of minimal form of statin or some kind of drug that it's going to keep you somewhat alive while you're losing your limbs in the process. It just doesn't make any sense. I won't stand behind them just because they come up with one article that fits my regard for what I believe in. So, just so some of you know, there is a LaCroix lawsuit going on right now. If you can check it out. I mean, it's hard to find information because I think it's still so new, and I think the law firm that's actually going through the process of suing them, you can find it on their website. But just so you guys know, there is something out there that talks about them having I don't know if it's cancer-causing chemicals or something in their water or what it is, but they're going through a lawsuit process. Okay, guys, I feel good. I love doing this elimination deal. I'm gonna run this out the full 14 days, and then I'll probably start adding small things back into my diet that I like, and to see how it affects me, and then I'll go from there. The first thing I want to add, just for a day or two, I'm craving sushi right now, so I think what I'm gonna do, I might even do it now because it's still a whole food, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I think maybe sometime this weekend I'll do it. But what I want to do is I want to do cucumber, cream cheese, salmon boats. And Renee is the one that came up with the zucchini boat deal. And she was going to tag me in the next meal to create a boat out of. And I said, I think I want to do cucumber and then scrape the insides out, lay some cream cheese in it, put a couple strips of salmon on top, maybe some bacon, maybe put some avocado if I can get it to fit, just little thin slivers, and that could be my sushi. I don't even need cauliflower rice. I can make a cucumber sushi boat. Anyhow, that's just me messing around. I like being in the kitchen, so y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed day, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for getting me where I'm at. And I looked yesterday, and my channel is pending review. Finally, it went through. It's got 2 green check marks in my monetization column saying I've met my watchtowers, over 6-7 months ago, because of my automotive videos is what boosts the watchtowers. So I'm at like 5,800 watchtowers. So I've already passed the 4,000 a long time ago. And now that I've got the subscribers, it has a green check mark and another green check mark, and it says you're now under review. for monetization, so it should be any day now that you'll start seeing ads pop up. And basically the only reason I did that is to help me pay for some of those things that I send people. Sometimes it's a little difficult for me depending on the week of the budget, but I still do it anyway. Having a little monetization will give me some, revenue coming back. I got a few things coming out. My next giveaway is not going to be it's not going to be a random giveaway. My next one, I'm actually going to look and see however I feel that weekend, and just by watching people's content and stuff, and I'm actually going to see, based on my feeling towards watching their content, how motivated they are and stuff like that. It's not like a super strict review that I'm going to do to figure out where my content goes. But I think this weekend I'm gonna pick who I want to send something to. It's not going to be just completely random. So, and then I might even do a secret giveaway, and not even tell somebody until I just pop it right on them and say, "Oh, there you go." Okay, guys. Like I said, thank you. God bless. Hope you all have a great day. Yeah. Keto on, carnivore on. And remember, this is your life. You got to live it, not anybody else. You, right there. Try to do it the healthy way. Thanks.